Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be doing a first impressions on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation that she came out with, and also the powder that she came out with as well. So these two things are very new. I am so excited that a lot of companies are coming out with foundations at once, and also very sad for my pockets because they're coming out with foundation all at once. So let's jump into this first impression. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is going in with one of my favorite primers at the moment, is the Rihanna Hydrating Primer for my skin. Also there's a matte primer and all that kind of stuff. Use what you have at home that's suitable for your skin. My skin is just dry, so I need something that's hydrating. It's going in with a few pumps of that, and I'm just going to rub that into my skin. Whilst this sink into my skin, I'm just going to tell you a little about this foundation. It's vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free. It's all type of skin because it's also suitable for sensitive skin, which I do have. It's long wearing, there's no flashbacks. There's also a lot of claim on this foundation. So I want to see how we get on. I'm not going to color correct just like I did in the Rihanna foundation. I will not be color correcting. And we're just going to jump in. I did get this shade 470C. I think the C stands for cool. I'm not too sure how it goes, but that's the shade I picked up. I think this shade might be a little bit dark because I didn't want to purchase two. I'm also going to use a brush. I'm going to go in with the Real Technique buffer brush, just like I did in the previous foundation review, and I'm just taking a few pumps on the back of my hand. Okay, so this foundation is not runny at all. As you can see, it just stays in one place, which is good. I'm hoping that it is full coverage. I'm not sure. A medium coverage foundation with a luminous natural finish. And I'm just patting my brush in there. I'm going to stipple this onto my... There's no scent to this foundation, which is good. Always like that about foundation not having any scent. Here you go, I'm just buffing this into my skin. As you can see, so far so good. It's covered up my dark spots that I have on my face, or that hyperpigmentation, which is good at all. Because if I'm gonna buy a full coverage, a medium coverage foundation, I do expect it to cover some of my dark spots. So there's no smell to this foundation, which is good. So there's no irritation to the skin. As you can see, the tone is a bit off. It's more like a shade darker than I would go for. But I'm just going to take concealer and stuff and lighten up the center of my face. As I said, I couldn't find my perfect shade in this foundation. So don't come at me and tell me it's not your shade. I know this. The other shades were too light and my undertone is very weird. It's very rare you can get a foundation for me that matches me perfectly. It is luminous, as it says. It's sitting comfortably on my skin. So I'm just going to jump in and do concealer and everything, and then come back, and then I'll set it with the powder, and then we can talk some more. So now I'm back. As you can see, I've done my concealer and it has lightened up the foundation, like I said. So I'm just going to take the banana shade of her loose powder. They came out with a couple of shades. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. It's like a light banana shade. It's not too banana. I keep saying banana and it just feels so weird. Okay, it's a light banana shade, which is good. So hopefully it don't turn me into a different color, because some banana shades do that. I'm just going to just pat this underneath the eye. Okay, so the powder is a very matte powder. As you could see, it mattified her face. Foundation and the powder works hand in hand. As you could see, it's a luminous foundation, but when you apply the powder takes away some of that luminousness. I don't know if that's a word, but the luminousness of the foundation. So it leaves your skin looking matte, but also flawless. It's not too dry, and I believe that if you have dry skin and you apply this to bake, you will regret it. It will stick to every dry patch on your skin. So make sure you're exfoliating and doing your skincare, because this powder is not forgiving. But if you have oily skin, this is an amazing powder for your skin. for your skin type, because this is going to mattify your face and keep you matte for a while. As you can see, I only put the powder in the center of my face because the rest of my face I'm going to use something else to set there. But I'm so happy with how this looks. I'm going to finish up the rest of my face, come back and tell you my final thoughts on the foundation and the powder. So guys, I'm back after finishing up the rest of my face. One thing I'm going to jump in and tell you about is this powder. I'm actually in love with this powder. My under eye has never looked this velvety smooth in a long time. It is just absolutely amazing. The more I look in the mirror, the more I fall in love with this powder. Foundation, it meets all the claim and all of that kind of good stuff, which I would expect with a foundation. With a foundation, you quickly know if you hate it or love it. That's one thing I figured out recently. With foundations, it's either hit or miss. You put it on, if it feels a type of way, you don't like it. If it's just sitting comfortably on your skin, which it is in my case, it's fitting comfortably. It's hide all my pigmentation. I didn't have to color correct, which is amazing because that's an extra step to color correct. And then foundation, that's a lot. The only thing I did not like about this foundation, in the range, there's so much different tones and stuff. It's so hard to find the shade, which if you go to wherever like Selfridges or Harrods, they will color match you, but it did take a while to find my shade because I have such a complicated tone, so I had to go a shade darker. This shade lighter was just looking like Casper the Ghost. Literally Casper the Ghost, that's what I was looking like. So there's never gonna be a perfect shade for me unless I buy two foundations and mix them together, which this foundation does retail for £43, which is quite expensive for foundation. So to go and buy two, you're racking up into the £80 regions already. But apart from that, I'm loving how it feels on my skin. I love how this look came out as well. I'll be putting this look on IGTV, so the eyes and lips, if you want to see how I achieved this. So that with everything being said, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Leave me a comment in the comment section and also give me a thumbs up. It let me know what you guys want to see on my channel. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.